Good afternoon, viewers. Susan here on Butler Family Farm. Welcome back to the channel. This afternoon, on one of our hot days after the cold snap, cold freeze that we had, we're up in the 80s today, and the air conditioner of all things is running in the first week of December. I was going to start working on my chicken coop and getting it winterized, which is going to be kind of like in two parts. Because we want to put together Jerry's workbench for his shop, and we're going to do it in the living room where the floor is a little bit padded for those of us that have to get down on our knees. But let me just show you what I'm going to do, and then the end result will be later. Ooh, I feel like a bug. I do. Ladybug. Anyway, these are my nest box, and I've already cleaned out the top row. The bottom row looks like that, and that's about all I'm going to get done. Oh, another egg since I've been gone. Maybe I should just wait and just fill in the top, because the eggs are being laid mostly in the bottom. I think I have some of the Americanas laying their eggs up here. So I'm going to get this top row filled up with shavings, and I'm going to also add something. I was gifted by Ginger when we were at Pinecone Fest last month with some Nest Box herb mix, which she put together based on a recipe of sorts that Glinda of Grace and Fire put out. So I've got 2 bags of this. I am going to use it, and then based on her ingredients and all, I'm going to try and put a mix together for myself to use in my spring cleaning. So I'm going to go in and get the top boxes filled back up, and then go work on the workbench, Jerry's workbench for his shop. Okay, I went ahead and did both rows. I put the eggs back where they had been laid because that's kind of a thing with them. But anyway, and I put in a couple good pinches of the nesting stuff. We'll see how that goes. And I did a clip, but I don't know if it's she's going to take. There was a nest built behind there. Somebody was laying 2 eggs. I think I got 2 eggs there yesterday. And I had a hen laying in the clean out of the top. And I thought she might lay an egg there. I'm not sure. So I'll let you know tomorrow if there was another egg in this nest box. These nest boxes, by the way, not that it makes any difference, have survived 17 years out here. We brought them with us from San Diego, where I had chickens back then. So anyway, they're very hard, very well built, I guess. I need to find a putty knife tomorrow for tomorrow's work to clean off the roosts down at the bottom ones, and then I will be cleaning out this interior here tomorrow when it's cooler. I'll come out here earlier in the morning because it's another 80-degree day. So until then, have a great time. This is the second day of working in the coop. I forgot the camera when I first came out here, so I have filled up the yellow container that was inside earlier that turned out to be a nest box, and I'm having to work with the chickens in the coop in the run outside. It's too early for them to do their free roaming time, but I needed to get out here before it got too hot. It's supposed to be up into the 80s, and I'd be working in a metal building. So that's where we're at right now. I topped off that first tub with the mountain of poop that was underneath this this rack, this roost, and I still have to clean off the tops of that, but I will. So I had this type of mounds to clean up. As you can see in the new nesting, in the cleaned out nesting box, there's a green egg from one of the Americanas, and there's 3 brown eggs in there, and I've got 2 eggs over here. This nest box wasn't slept in, or no eggs. These last 4 on the end still look about the same height of shavings when I put them in yesterday. But this one here, there's an indentation from somebody, you know, doing their scooching in the bed, or yeah, because some of the hens do sleep in the boxes at night. So I've got my second tub here. My main concern is to get the top layer off in here. I've got straw from probably last spring is when I was in here before, but I want to get the top layer out of here, and then I'll put in fresh shavings. So it's clean underneath the roosts. There's one of these on each side, and they all line up on that. I have to clean out the top of the thing again because I had it all scraped off. And then I just basically leveled out. It's kind of in a, I call it a deep mulch, and I didn't want to take everything out right now today. It's very windy out there. I got the mountains cleaned up. Here's another piece. And I'm going to be like the farmers around here that buy chicken litter out from the chicken houses, and then they go out there and they put it on their fields for fertilizer. I'm going to dump mine out in my garden. So right now I'm going to clean off the roost here on the chicken, on the nest box area. Clean off the top here. Again, it's an everyday thing, I think, and show you what it all looks like. I'm at the end of this bottom roost, and I thought you might want to see. I just take a, see how I do this. I just take a old table knife, oops, and work it. Find a glitch, you know, crack. Oops, too close. And then just, you know, work it. I've got this pan under here, lid, to collect as much as I can. Not that there's not going to be more on the floor, but it's always just, you know, it's kind of like mopping your floors and wanting to be sure that nobody walks in with muddy feet for at least a few hours. So anyway, this is, and it's not perfect. It's not meaning it's not perfectly cleaned off, but I have 99% of it off. And I don't quote unquote sanitize it because I don't know what that would do to the chickens with it maybe getting into their systems from their feet. But they're going to be going outside free ranging pretty soon, so any kind of like wet spots from, you know, poop or whatever will dry out naturally with the weather. And, you know, to be honest with you, our forefathers didn't baby their animals, and, you know, the closest I get to babying these guys is cleaning out their, you know, giving them smelling nest boxes that it seems like they kind of liked, and health, put apple cider in their water. So pretty much have this cleaned off, and I'm just going to run my knife through it a few more times just to be sure, and then I think I might put some more shavings in here, I'm not sure. As I was down low, I was able to look up underneath the 2x4s, and it had a lot of cobwebs growing. So I got all those brushed out on both sides, and I think I'm going to go find my push broom to sweep down the walls a little bit, get some of the dust under control. Ha ha, with chickens, that's a laugh. I'm going to call it done, and I am happy. It looks better, it smells better. It didn't smell, and I don't know if that's because I had a mixture of straw and pine shavings in here from the last time I cleaned, but anyway, it's cleaner. The nest boxes are cleaned out. They got their little nesting box herbs in there, and the walls are wiped down from cobwebs and stuff. The dust doesn't actually it's dirt, and so it would need to be washed, but I'm not going to do that today. So the girls will be happy. I know they were happy last night. They told me so this morning when I talked to them. And then come spring, I'll do the porch because it gets packed down and it needs a shovel and kind of a non-windy day. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Like our video, and have a great day.